We have waited patiently and sometimes impatiently, and the moment is finally here. Time to kick off a new season. He'll bring it out. Smashes him with the stiff arm. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Northern Illinois' offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge. There he goes! And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Quick completion on the out. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They're going to run it. Shakes off the defender. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Let's look big picture at Northern Illinois. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a
touchdown, Northern Illinois! He got a step and just dusted the field. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be, and now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment, too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Vic. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Pearson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Turning it on. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Oh, he's going to bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, running back gets to give. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Speeding down the left side. They finally make the stop, but what a way to end this 1st quarter after that fantastic play. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Moffitt. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Ooh, and that was comes close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bring in the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Vick. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Catch in the middle, it's Pearson. Oh, he got loose. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Complete downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for line.
He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Complete to start this drive. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. First down for this offense. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Thorne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Moffitt. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Thorne.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Moffitt. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. He's loose. The 20. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas.
Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Hits the crease. And he's got a touchdown. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Moffitt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here's the handoff. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and
picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Pearson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pressure coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meyer. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Into their happy place for a touchdown. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Moffitt. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Caught over the middle. It's Bourne. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moffitt. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Jukes his way for more. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to pass on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Vick. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Going to the ground. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Catch in the middle, it's Pearson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Northern Illinois right back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Got him downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together, maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires Fires to the middle. Got his man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. DB's right up on the receiver. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now...
Takes it the other way. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Unleashes one deep. A late game touchdown to put 6 on the board.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Quick completion on the out route. At the 45 on its way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cotton. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front